So I'm Nick Waller from Global M. I can't profess to be anywhere quite near the size of the other guys that we've heard from today, but I'm here, I'm growing, I'm in the middle of the international expansion myself. To give you an overview about our organisation and what we're doing, we're an international technology recruitment agency. So we've worked in 29 countries, 4 continents, and to date we've helped 1,000 candidates and 220 clients. But let me start from the beginning, perhaps about myself, my story. I'm still quite a young chap. I'm still looking to push forward in my business and my personal and with the career that I'm looking to do. So I start with how I began and how I became entrepreneurial, and really started when I was at school, when I was at university, and how I started to play a lot of sport. For me, this was a real beginner. This was something that I wanted to do, and it actually ended up being that I couldn't play sport, so I wanted and turned up to become an entrepreneur. I saw that a lot of the skills and a lot of the areas I had from sport I could bring into entrepreneurialism, I could bring into the business that I have, and I've certainly tried to do that. It started, as I said, from school when I had my own business. It was a punting company, so I went to school in Cambridge. So I was very much a young chap, enjoyed the life, and we had punts. And if you don't know, guys, what that is, it's in essence a gondolier, and you're punting down the front of the cam and giving tour guides to people across Cambridge. So very much that started my life in commerce. So I was doing a lot of pitching to people, a lot of bringing in people onto the boats and selling to these guys. And I soon realized that it wasn't just bringing people onto the boats, it was about going to the key areas. So going to the bus parks. If we go to the bus parks, you get more people. So quickly enough, I was in the buses. I was pitching to 100 people on the buses, and you soon quickly picked up which buses and what types of nationalities enjoyed what. So for example, we had maybe the Chinese or Japanese would love Harry Potter. So we were very much Harry Potter, and off they came onto the boats, and we quickly began to pick up these certain things. And that brought me on to my next thing in Durham University, where I set up an events company for nightclubs, and something I very much enjoyed and I wanted to bring into my everyday life and into my career. And that then, of course, brought me on to Global M and into recruitment. As I said, I wanted to be an athlete, I wanted to be a sportsman, so I'm very much a failed athlete, as you can probably tell, and why I'm here today. And now I'm here doing recruitment and doing business. So I think for me, business and international expansion is very important. Us as a business, we do recruitment all over the world. It's a very multinational business now. A lot of people require staff, and they require them from very specific locations, very specific skill sets. And so we very much focus on technology. Technology is an area that everybody is growing, everybody's looking to automate. And so we've really tried to find those key areas of where these technologists are. So very much like the 3 speakers before me, we really want to find those areas that are good for us to go into. So we've really tried to look at Europe firstly, and then we're looking further to seas. So we looked at the Middle East. We've looked at Africa a little bit, but the fees are not so good in Africa. And now we've looked at the States. And again, what we're looking at when we look at these different areas is about the competition. Is the competition good? Are we able to go in there? Are we able to make a difference? How do we make a difference? And we've quickly picked up key areas where we can make a difference. Germany is a big one for us, and it's turned out to be a really good growth area. And we don't necessarily have people on the ground. We have one now. But we have a lot of people that speak the language. So in the organisation, we have 20 people, 14 different nationalities that speak around 15 to 16 different languages. So all these guys were able to communicate with our candidates, with our clients, and speak on their level. So that's certainly something that we really want to push forward as an organisation, and I would advise an organisation to do so. Myself, looking forward and looking at things that I always look for when I look at a location, is what are the operations like? You know, are we able to put people on the ground with a contract? Are we able to put somebody on the ground with the right financial system to ensure that it makes sense for us? We are a service industry, so not necessarily something that can be automated as much as a technology business. So we always look at how we push that forward from a different perspective slightly than you would from a technology area. So this is all growth that I look at, everything that we try and do and push forward as a business. And yeah, from us moving forward, yeah, saying that we are a service industry, automation is key. And that's something that we really want to grow into, and I think is a very key element for every single business that does want to go internationally, and perhaps is the size of my organisation. So being a small business, you always want to try and increase and decrease inefficiencies. So try and find something that you can increase and perhaps not have as much staff on it as possible. So that's what we're trying to do next phase, grow it and ensure that we can push forward as a business.